morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and today's shout-out goes to Gabriel. Gabriel was first to say first in one of my recent videos, and thus wins this shout-out, so congratulations.
Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here with a review of a neat new drone, folks. I got you the Holystone HS360E, now with electronic image stabilization. About a year ago, Holystone came out with the HS360S, which was a somewhat similar drone, but since then they've upgraded it for this year to now include image stabilization. But however, it still has no mechanical gimbal stabilization. It is still a fixed gimbal with anti-shake vibration mount on it, but there is no 2-axis or 3-axis gimbal. It's all electronic stabilization. So there is going to still be some limitation in the video that this produces, and I'll discuss that when we go out in the field and show you that what those limitations might be without the electronic image stabilization or without the mechanical gimbal. But with the electronic image stabilization, this is still a big upgrade over the previous HS360S. Now this only weighs 247 grams with the included battery installed into it, and that means that this does not require registration in most countries, nor does it require remote ID in most countries. It does not require here in the USA, to be specific, this does not require you to register yourself if you're a recreational pilot, or if you're a commercial pilot. Commercial pilots are different. But let's stick with talking about recreational pilots only. This does not require you to register it, and it does not require you to have RID in the United States. I'm going to be specific there since I am in the United States. Now, tiny little folding drone for portability. It does come with a very nice carrying case for the drone and all of its accessories. The carrying case even comes with a very nice carrying strap for that particular case, so you can carry it on your shoulder if you wish. I did mention, or I did not mention, this has brushless motors for durability of the motors. Should last a long time unless you crash it. It is powered by a 7.4 volt 2000 milliampere hour LiPo battery. Now they didn't tell me how long this will provide for flight time. I'm going to guesstimate something over 20 minutes. Something easily over 20 minutes should be with this 2000 milliampere hour battery. Now the drone itself, let's take a closer look at the drone. On the belly of the drone, we notice it does have nice cooling vents on the bottom, but it does not include a fan, so it's just airflow going through there. But on hot days, I would recommend getting this in the air as soon as possible to keep it cool. Additionally, on the bottom of it, it does have a little optical flow sensor in the belly. So you can fly this without the GPS indoors if you wish. Or if you get into problems with the GPS system, say the drone starts circling like it's going down a toilet, that's called toilet bowl effect. You want to stop that immediately, folks, by turning off the GPS and going into manual mode, and hopefully that optical flow system will take over outdoors in that case to let you manually bring it back home instead of automatically. But that's on a rare case that you do have problems with the GPS. If you always do a compass calibration, I recommend always doing a compass calibration before flight. We'll show you how to do that. That you should be able to avoid that particular instance with this drone. I did a quick test flight of this drone already. It does seem to have a very good GPS system, so I don't see that being a problem. Let's see, other things about it. It does have a true 4K camera, folks. This records video at 3840 by 2160 pixels at 30 frames per second. So it is relatively good video is what I've seen so far of it. Also, you can record still photos from this at either 3840 by 2160 pixels if you desire, or you could switch it to 4000 by 3000 pixel resolution. And what that does is increases the height that you see of the video. The video width stays the same, or the picture width, I'm sorry, folks. The picture width stays the same, but the picture height gets enlarged, or you can see more information above and below that you normally would see with just the same resolution as the video. So it's a true photo resolution of 4000 by 3000. Now, these high-resolution video and photos is recorded directly to your phone via Wi-Fi, or and it is recorded. I recommend doing it this way by including a SD card, micro SD card or a TIFF card in this little slot here. It records your photos and videos directly to that, so that you avoid all that Wi-Fi problems that you normally see with recording to your phone. And speaking of Wi-Fi, this does not really operate off Wi-Fi. I'm going to discuss that here shortly when we get to the transmitter here. It's pretty cool, this transmitter. Yeah, just go right into it, folks. I mentioned that this does not use Wi-Fi. This has a built-in relay, folks. It's one of those drones with a built-in relay. Very interesting controller here that we have. Let's go over it real quickly from the top to the bottom. This on the top here is your phone holder, but it is also your antenna. This top bar here is your relay antenna and your relay antenna to the drone, to and from the drone. When you're flying with this, you want to keep the flat portion of this antenna pointed toward the drone at all times. Don't go up like this, don't go down like that. Try to keep this pointed toward the drone for best reception and best control of the drone. So, okay, since we're talking about the antenna, let's talk about the range of this controller and the FPV video too of this. Both of them, both the range of the controller and the FPV video range that you're supposedly able to see and control this drone through with is up to 6 kilometers. That's pretty far for a drone, 6 kilometers. Now, most countries do not allow you to fly 6 kilometers away. Okay, the reason being the drone's out of sight. You could get into trouble out there and maybe hit a helicopter or a low-flying plane. Well, I doubt you'll hit a low-flying plane, but helicopters are a problem. You know, you could hit one. So most countries do not allow you to fly, and that's including the USA, do not allow you to fly outside of line of sight, which means you have to be able to see this drone at all times when you're flying. Okay, that 6 kilometers, the advantage of that 6 kilometers is the reception clarity of the FPV video and the controllability of the drone. In an urban environment or in a cluttered environment, you should still be able to control this drone and see the video from this drone with obstructions in the way within a reasonable amount of distance. Now, you've got to, again, try to focus on maintaining line of sight to the drone, maintaining visual on that drone, but you should not have problems with this strong of a transmitter signal in terms of FPV video and in terms of controllability of the drone, okay, keeping it at a reasonable range. Now, I know a lot of you are going to poo-poo that and go out and try to go see how far your drone's going to fly, but just giving you a heads up, folks, that's not entirely legal, especially here in the USA. Let's see, other things about the drone. This drone uses the HS Fly app available on Play and on the App Store from Apple. And with that HS Fly app, you're able to view the FPV video from your drone directly to your phone through the on-the-go cable connection to the drone. Also, you have advanced flight modes using the HS Fly app of Circle Me, Follow Me, and Waypoints, you know, the usual 3. Plus, this also has, I'm going to use the DJI names for them, Dronie, Rocket, and Spiral. Dronie, where the drone will fly up and away from you. It's also known as up and away, and it looks pretty cool if you keep the camera on yourself while it's doing that. Rocket mode, where it goes straight up and looks like you're looking down from a rocket as it goes up. And spiral mode, which means it increasing spiral as it goes around you, increasing range spiral going outbound around you. So those are those are the major flight modes that you get with this HS Fly app, which is pretty good for this type of a drone. Okay, so that is the drone. Let's go over its controller a little more in detail. Now, I mentioned the antenna on the top of this thing, and this is your phone holder for the drone. Again, it has an on-the-go connection, and you plug in your OTG cables right there, and then this plugs into your phone. And when you turn on the controller is going to look for the drone. It's going to take about a minute to find the drone as it's making connection, both control connection and relay connection to the drone. So this takes a little bit longer to connect than most other drones. So just be patient. It will connect in about a minute's time. After it connects, it automatically opens the app. Do not open the app yourself. Let the controller open the app for you. If you do, you might have a problem connecting the app to the drone. The best way to do it, again, is to turn on the drone, turn on the controller, wait 60 seconds till it connects. Make sure this is connected to your phone already. This is plugged into your phone. Let the controller open the app and connect to the drone. So just giving you a heads up on there. Let's go over the buttons that you got on this app or this controller. This button here is for zooming in and zooming out of the video. Now, every times I use a zoom control, it only seems to work with the screen video that you see on the FPV video. I've never actually seen this type of zoom actually work with a recorded video on your phone. So I'll give you a heads up there. I'll try to demonstrate that if I can remember out in the field. But again, this usually works zoom for the phone FPV view only, not for the recorded video. And this scroll wheel on the right side here is for raising and lowering the gimbal, so you can look up or down. And other buttons on this button here is for automatic takeoff and automatic landing. This button here is for turning on the controller, quick press and then a long press to turn it on. And a quick press and a long press to turn. Well, before we do that, let's go over what we see on the screen here. And we can actually see the information we got on the screen. We have drone speed and battery of the drone itself. Right now it's not connected to the drone, so we're not seeing any battery information from the drone. We have GPS signal information there, along with controller reception to the drone. The drone's telling you, how strong the signal it's seeing from the controller, and you'll see that there. Status of the drone right now, it says it's connecting, but I don't have the drone on, so it's not going to connect. But we also have telemetry information of distance, height, speed, and I'm assuming that's vertical speed. No, that's horizontal speed and vertical speed right there on this. And you can change the units from metric to US units, miles per hour, if you wish. But right now I got it set up for meters per second on this particular controller. Other buttons that we got on this, this is your rates button right there. You can change the speed of the drone, beginner, intermediate, next. Oh, okay. See, look, right now we're setting beginner, and it's telling you we're in intermediate, and right now expert mode by pressing that button there. Another thing you can do with this button, and I don't recommend you do it, but if you're below 16 feet, if you hold this down, it'll do an emergency stop and the drone will drop from the sky. Again, I don't recommend doing that at all. Other buttons on this, we do have automatic return to home button, which is this button here that activates. See, it says going home. And can it stop it going home? I don't know. We'll try it when we get out in the field. And two other buttons we got on this is photo. You can take a photo and starting and stop the video by pressing that button there, and also it tells you the status of each of those ones you hit them. Other things that we got on this controller, we have indents here where we can store these knobs if we so wish, and along with a control port for a charging port for the controller. You charge it through a Type-C USB cable, which is provided, and I'll go over what's provided with this drone here shortly. So let's turn this thing off now. That's the controller. It has a built-in battery. Supposedly it gives it 2.5 hours of charge or flight time with that built-in battery. So key and holding it down to turn it off, and it's powering off. Let's go over what you get in the package now. Again, you get the nice carrying case that comes with this. You get a bunch of instructions. Instructions on LiPo batteries, more safety instructions on the drone and the batteries. This one here. You get a detailed instruction manual, user manual, and this user manual also goes over the app very well. So I do recommend reading the detailed manual, but it also has the quick start guide for you guys who don't like to read too much. So you got that too. You also get the drone. You get a guard case or cover for the gimbal. Since this isn't a stabilized gimbal, I don't know how important this is, but you get it with this particular drone. Other things you get is the battery, of course. Right now, I'm not sure about the bundled packages with additional batteries, but you get one of these batteries at minimum, 2,000 milliamp per hour, 7.4 volt battery. You get the strap for the case. You get a spare set of propellers along with a little screwdriver for changing the propellers in case you ding up those propellers. You get the controller. You get a charging cable, which is a Type-C for charging the battery, and the controller. And hold on, I didn't bring down the battery charger. I'll show that here shortly. And also, you get 3 on-the-go cables. These are the ones that I don't need. One for the Apple iPhone, which I don't use iPhones, and a micro USB cable, and I'm using Type-C. So hold on a second while I go get that charger. I want to show you the charger for this, folks. Okay, I got the charger here. It's a tiny little thing if you look at it. It's very simple to operate. It has a little Type-C connector that you attach your Type-C charging cable to. I recommend plugging this into a 2 amp wall charger or above, at a minimum 2 amp wall charger. Otherwise, it could take quite a while to charge this large battery. But the way to do it again is you plug it in, the Type-C, and then plug it into a wall charger. And then you plug this battery in like so, and a light comes on in the back here that flashes, and then it's solid when it's completely charged. So very simple to operate charger, but it comes with it. You know, normally you see these with a Type-C connector, but this does not have a built-in charge protection circuit in it. That's inside this thing, so that's why you need it. Okay, make sure you got this in your package. This little charger. Don't lose this. So, okay, that is the HS360E. Let's take it out in the field, folks, and see how it flies. Hope you enjoy this flight.
Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and welcome to beautiful Pleasant Ridge Park for the test flight of the HS360E. Okay, to get this started, we first got to turn on the drone. We got the battery all the way in, and then we hold down and press and hold until we hear the ESCs chirping. Then we place it on a flat level surface like so, and then we turn on the controller. Quick press and then a long press until we hear the beep. Now it's going to take about a minute for this to connect to the drone. So hold on while we wait for that connecting. See, it says connecting, connecting. I don't know if you can see that out here in the sunlight, but we're going to wait until that connects. And once that connects, it should automatically open the app on my phone. And at that point, I'll start the screen recording. Da, 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 da. Takes about 60 seconds, about a full minute. Okay, the app is already open. I can start the screen recording now. And we are connected. Okay, this is the HS Fly app available on Play and on the App Store. Now, we are connected and we actually have enough satellites to take off already. But we're going to hit Control. And that should open up the app. Wait a few seconds. And we do have FPV video, so we are ready to go. But before we take off, now you really need to do this every time, folks. I recommend it. We need to do that compass calibration. And to activate it, you bring both sticks up and inward, like so. And that starts the compass cal. So then you pick up the drone and do horizontal turns until you hear a beep. And then you do nose up turns until you hear another beep. Second beep, and compass calibration is completed. Again, folks, that's important. If you don't do that, you might encounter toilet bowl effect and you'll regret it. So, okay, before we take off, let's start the video recording. Video is recording. And to take off, we need to bring both sticks down and out like so to arm the motors. And then we'll hit the automatic takeoff button, like so. There's its altitude. I want to go a little bit higher. About there. Checking stability. It seems to be very stable. Okay. Now we have about a 5 mile per hour wind today. So we're going to have a little bit tilt in the video. And by the way, I like my shirt today, folks. And first off, I want to sync up the cameras. Okay. Now, normally I go up to 30 meters and look at Lake Erie, but today we're going to start off differently. I'm going to try that. This is a good drone for FPV flying since it's got that strong signal. And I'm going to fly FPV over past the pump house again. This time I'm going to try to avoid hitting. There's wires there, folks, that I got to be careful of. But heading out toward the pump house. And coming down a little lower too. I like to fly low and slow around the park. It's kind of fun, interesting to do. Okay, got the sun in my eyes there, but heading toward the black walnut tree. And also at the same time, I'm pointing my antenna toward the drone. Coming down a little bit lower here. Coming down a lot lower because I don't want to hit those branches of the black walnut tree. Going around the tree. Now wait a minute, let's stop right there. And turn to the right a bit. Going up. Getting a little too low. And going forward. Now over there's a sign somewhere there. I'm looking for it. Where is the sign? There it is. Turning to the right. Welcome to beautiful Pleasant Ridge Park. Okay, going forward again. Flying FPV. Going up a little bit higher since I'm past the trees. And I'm going over that sewer drain there. The sewer drain. Pointing my antenna out toward it. Now I'm turning to the left. And from that point there, let's go up 30 meters and take a look at Lake Erie. So climbing. Climbing. 10 meters height. 18 meters height. Or maybe that's feet, folks. Oh no, that's 30 meters. That's a bit. I can see Lake Erie, so that is meters. So now notice the slight tilt there. That you can't get away with, folks, because, or away from, folks, because any wind at all is going to tilt the drone. But let's do a slow rotate about the area to the right. And you should see as we go into the wind, the horizon should level out as we tilt into or turn into the wind. Turning. Actually come toward me. And plop it right there, folks. There I am in the middle of the field. I see myself. Now I'm going to try to zoom in on myself. Now I'm recording both the screen and also I'm recording the video directly to the SD card. And the reason I want to see if this also zooms in on the SD card recording, which I'm guessing it's not. We'll find out in post-production here. But zooming back out again, that was just a test of the zoom. And from that point there, let's fly, do a return to home. And pressing the return to home button. And let's see it come back home. Let's see how close it is to the pad when it gets here. Raise that gimbal up a bit too. Oh, wrong way to raise it. That's as high as it goes because it's going full speed back toward me. Here she comes overhead. Let's see how close to the pad we are. And I'm going to stop it. I'm not going to let it go all the way to the ground, folks. Oh, we got some turkey buzzards around, so we got some thermals going on up there too. 3 turkey buzzards in the area. See if I can get them on the screen. Oh, they ain't showing up. But here comes the drone. Let's see how close we are. Stop it. Right there. Pretty darn close. Not exact, but close. So coming around again. Okay, while we're here, next thing we're going to do is try some of these advanced flight modes. like follow me and circle me. But first we got to go up a bit higher. Okay, closing again, opening up. They're actually not showing up for some reason. Maybe I got to go up higher. Maybe I got to be farther away. But oh, maybe I got to stop recording the video. Yeah, because these flight modes, I guess, record automatically. So keep in mind, folks, sometimes these, obviously I need it to turn off the recording because these are going to record automatically. But let's start off with visual. Follow me. I hit the wrong one. Visual follow me. Tips. Yeah. Get me in the picture. Now visual follow me. All this does, folks, let me hit that. All this does, folks, is it keeps the drone pointed at you. And also I'm going to start recording again because it's not recording, but now it is. But it keeps the drone pointed at you. Now this would come in play. Let's see if I can go up higher while using this. The advantage of this, what this could be used for, is say you're having a kid at soccer practice and you're, well, doesn't do a good job of keeping on me, but let's do that again. Or your kid's playing soccer, and if your local soccer field allows you to do that, you could keep the drone pointed at them while they're running around the soccer field. But keep in mind, the drone does not really follow you. It stays stationary in the sky, and it's lost me. So that's follow me, visual follow me. I'm back in the picture again. But let's stop it there and go to GPS follow me. Let's come down a little bit lower too, because I want to try some things and raise up the gimbal. Come down lower. 15 meters away. Okay, now let's hit follow me. Regular follow me. Make sure your GPS. Okay, let's see how this works. I'm going to just sit here stationary for a second. And we are recording. So what type of follow me do we have here? Okay, it's like it's being pulled on a string. Is it going to follow me? Yeah, this is a DJI style of follow me, where it's like it's being pulled on a string. Okay, instead of maintaining a compass position, it's following me that way. And also like it's being pushed on a hinged stick. Let's walk toward it. It should slide off to the left or off to the right as I walk toward it. In this case, it's sliding off to the left as it's doing its follow me. Now, can I adjust the height and follow me? Yes, I can. And adjust the picture. Can I adjust the range of the follow me pulling back? Is it still activated? No. Follow me disconnects if you use the right stick, but you can adjust the height while in follow me. So that's follow me. Next one we'll try is circle position. And let's bring it overhead. For circle position, it circles over whatever. Okay, I got to stop recording again. Stop video recording. And then we're going to select circle me, which is the fourth one over, and sliding to the right. And it climbs. And it climbs. And then it should go outbound to a predetermined circle height. Turn back toward me. I haven't adjusted what the circle height is, but it's going to go around me. And it should start going around me here shortly. It should. Maybe I got to tell which direction to go by giving it some orders. No, it just seems to be heading outbound slowly. Don't know where it's going. Raising the gimbal back up again and If it doesn't do something soon, I'm going to just stop circle position because it's just flying away. So circle position has been stopped. Let's bring it back down again. Not sure what happened there, folks. Let's try it from right there. One more time, circle position. Actually, let's try spiral position. Let's bring it over toward me again. From there, and putting the camera on me, lowering the gimbal. Lower the gimbal. There we go. Up a bit. Up a bit. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Okay, let's hit the spiral. Selecting spiral. Is this going to work? Well, this seems to be working. Maybe I was supposed to be higher. And the app has crashed. So let's bring it back down. I might need to, I'm not sure why the app crashed there, but it did. So we're bringing it back down. And hitting control again. And we don't have any image. So we're going to have to reconnect again. So the app crashed on me for no reason. I'm not sure why. But we'll land it right now. And reconnect the app. So hold on, folks, while I do that. Landing it on the pad. Okay. So hold on, folks, while I reconnect, turning off the drone, turning it back on, and turning the controller off and on again. So that should do it. So hold on, folks. Okay, to get the app back again, I had to restart the drone and restart the controller. But I'm not going to redo the compass calibration since I just did it here for this local area. But we should be good to go. Starting the motors again. Taken to the air manually. This time going up again. Starting the video recording. Coming down a little lower. Syncing up the camera one more time. Okay, and let's go back to those advanced flight modes. Okay, let's see, what else do we got here? I'm going to have to stop the video recording. Hold on to use this. Okay, we've done spiral. We haven't done droney. So let's go up right about there and then lower the gimbal toward me. And hitting the droney one, which is the second from the right, upper side, and then sliding. And there it goes. Bye-bye. And it automatically records when it does this, but then it'll stop the recording and then come back again. Okay, and there it is. And it's coming back again on its own. And it comes overhead though, so let me lower it when it gets here. And you don't have control of it until it gets back. Now I can bring it back down again. Oh, it's coming down on its own. So that was the droney. When it gets back in the picture again. Okay, what else haven't we done yet? Rocket. Let's point it down toward me. Straight down, actually. And coming right up to it, like so. And then hitting the rocket. And confirm. And rocket just goes straight up. That's the rocket mode. Let's see how high it goes. It goes up to a height of about 20 meters. And then it comes back down again. Sounds like it's coming back down, so yeah. That's the rocket mode. Come back down here. Yeah, let's start that recording again. Now, the reason I started recording again, I think we've done all the advanced flight modes. Circle me, follow me. Oh, no, we have not. One more biggie. Waypoints. We got to go up higher, I think, for waypoints. And we got to stop the video recording to have that selected. But waypoints is the third one from the left on the bottom row. And here we got a 120 meter circle we can go to around us here. So first point I want to go to is that ball field there, set that ball field there, this ball field here, then back over my position if I can. There we go. And then hitting go. Go. Oh, I got to go higher. 15 meters. Got to go higher. 15 meters. That's good enough. And then confirming. And there we go. On its route. I hope it's recording. To make sure it is, I'm going to hit record. Video start. Going to the first waypoint. I'm watching the screen here. As it gets to the first waypoint. Now see the red circle around the ball fields there? That is the max range we can go with this. Where are we at? Oh, that seems to be 60 meter circle, so 120 meter diameter circle around our position. So 60 meters out is the max you can go with the waypoint mode. Going over the second waypoint. And arriving there. How's our battery, by the way? We're getting close. Eventually, we're going to get a low battery, and it's going to come back within a 30 meter circle of our position here. It does have geofence, but I'm watching that thing go into the third position. So yeah, you want to be about 15 meters up when you're doing these waypoints. It's cool to watch it though. I'm watching it fly these waypoints. It's descending there for some reason. Not sure why. I should be coming to my last position. Flying overhead. Flying the waypoint route. Waypoint number 4. And what's it do once it gets to waypoint 4? Plops itself there, and does it do anything? It says flight complete. So I got control of it again. So I'm going to hit in the lower left corner there, the screen. Now I want to go hit this. Now if you notice in the lower left corner, there's a radar. Let me show you what that radar is, folks. That radar helps you keep pointed in the direction of where the drone is, okay? If you look, actually that's kind of a small circle, but it shows you where the drone is and where you are, and the little radar, or the little green rays emanating out from the center, that's you and which direction you're pointed, and the red thing in the sky is the drone. Actually, to demonstrate that, let's go far away. Let's go to the other end of the field. And are we recording video? Yeah, we are. Heading to the far end of the field. Heading outbound. Now I'm pointing to the left of it, and see how it's pointing to the left. Now, if I want to point my antenna toward the drone, obviously I got to turn toward the right, and I'm doing that right now until it's in the center of the screen. Oop, oop, oop. So I'm in the general vicinity of where the drone is right there. I can see it actually, but let's turn to the left here, and we're going to go to higher rate. Oh, that's sport. No, I don't want to do that. I want to go in camera mode for now. I'm going to fly some more FPV around the area. I don't want to go over to where people are though, but let's fly back toward my position. There I am. And we'll go to normal mode, going up a bit higher. Oh, no battery, return to home. So, confirm. It's going to bring itself back within a 30 meter circle. but it first climbs to 30 meters, folks. And what it's doing there, the reason it climbs 30 meters is to avoid hitting any obstacles on the way back, like trees or houses. It does that automatically, but then it just plops itself there, then descends. But we're gonna keep flying until we get it full low battery. But while we're up there overhead, let's go a bit higher. Let me cancel return to home too. Oh no, we reach height limit. Okay, in low battery return to home, you can't go any higher than 20 meters. And that is to give you time to get your drone on the ground before the battery fully depletes. But we still got some battery power. Just rotating, showing the camera. So let's come back down. Because I haven't taken any photos yet. I want to get some photos. Come down here. Let me turn the drone toward me. See the, and low battery too, by the way. See the light on the belly there? It blinks purple when you're on low battery. Okay, turning the drone toward me now. Getting the sun in my face. And stopping the recording, video recording, because now we're going to take a photo. There's one photo, and I think I got it set to widescreen. We're going to go into the menus here real shortly. Take another photo. Well, let me take photos now on low battery. That's a shame. So, my thoughts on this drone so far. Not a bad drone. You know, it could be better if they had some mechanical stabilization of the gimbal, 2-axis, 3-axis gimbal, like the original HS360, by the way, which this one's an improvement. It has some improvements over the original HS360, but that HS360 also had stabilized gimbal, so they should try to bring that back. Now, one thing I want to try is, let me move this out of the way. I want to go into the menus. I want to show you the white balance setting. You can adjust for the camera, you can adjust, and the video, you can adjust the contrast, saturation, sharpness. I wanted to show you that. Other things is, this is the parameters you can control. There's beginner geofence that you could set up, but this also has geofence and other, even without beginner mode, there's a maximum flight distance you can go with this of 6 kilometers. But there's a maximum flight altitude also, and that is 120 meters, so you can't go above 120 meters with this particular drone. One other thing is you can see the flight parameters, the flight records of this drone. It does keep a log, and also it has a find drone. If you click on that, well, it shows you where the drone is, the last known position of the drone. So, how do you get out of this, though, is the question. Last position of the drone. Okay. Now, I wish I didn't do that, because now I don't know how to get out of this. It doesn't show how to do that, and I don't want to crash the app again. But last position of the drone, there we go. Swipe to the right from the left side. And also this has additional parameters you can set, like units. You can show the route, display prompt messages, voice prompts. I don't know what that is. I haven't tried that. You can include auxiliary lines to help with your photos. SD card resolution. You can set the resolution for photos 4,000 by 3,000. Let me see if I can demonstrate that. And it also has the information on the app's firmware. So one more time, let me try one more time to take a photo. There we go. That should be a 4K photo, or 4,000 by 3,000 photo. It worked that time. One more. I took that time. Okay. So with the remaining battery power that we got left, starting the video recording one more time. No, let me start the video. Oh, there we go. Video recording has started again. Going up a bit higher. Syncing up the cameras. Thoughts again. Great drone. Nice drone, good beginner's drone. Learn to fly drone, good FPV drone, good strong signal. Come down so you can see me. Good strong signal from the drone. Let me go up a bit higher. Good strong signal from the drone, but it still has the problems of the tilt. Oh, there we go. That's the last. Okay, last return to home. This is the last ounce of battery. It's going to go over to the pad, and that'll be the final landing of the drone. Let me stop the video recording too, so we make sure we got that recording. And it'll be coming down now. Let's see how that final position is. How far off are we after this flight of about, I'm guessing about 20, 25 minutes, something like that. Okay, we're off about 1 meter, which isn't bad. A little over 1 meter. Not bad at all. So, final thoughts. Yeah. Wait, let's raise up the gimbal. Yeah, not a bad drone. Kind of like it. It's a good FPV Explorer drone if you're into that. If you want to be doing that, this will do it, you know, especially with that 6-kilometer range. So, hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101. Where's that puddle jumper? Oh, he's up there about, he's a good 1,500 feet up. No problem here. Okay. Good drone. Kind of like it. So, hope you enjoyed the flight. Quadcopter 101. Signing out. Hi, Quadcopter 101 here again. Hey, if you want to get your own shout out in one of my future videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's real simple. Just go to my channel page and click on that subscribe. And also make sure to click that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a brand new video immediately and give you a chance to get that first shout out. So give it a try, folks.